Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins, part of a big testifying moment here before the Senate at the moment that also includes Chairman of the Joint Chiefs General Dan Kane and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. They are testifying right now about the Appropriations Committee and the administration's supplemental funding request. It's an $87 billion request, and it includes $67 billion to replenish weapons stockpiles used in the Middle East conflict, which could possibly include the manufacturing of what you see on, not what you see on the screen, but what you're about to see on the screen, hypersonic missiles. This is a weapon Russia and China have, but right now America does not. Now, if we can show you the one that on your screen, it's made by a company the Pentagon is turning to, a defense tech startup that says it can help refill the weapons coffers by producing advanced missiles fast and on the cheap. That company is Castelion. Its hypersonic missile, it's called the Blackbeard, travels at Mach 5+, which is more than 5 times the speed of sound, and it can be maneuvered during the flight. The company has already landed contracts with the Navy and has raised nearly $500 million in funding. Joining me now in a Fox Business exclusive, Castelion founder and CEO Bryon Hargis. Bryon, explain to our viewers what the Blackbeard can do. It's not ready yet, but we don't have a hypersonic missile in our coffers yet in America, correct?
Well, Liz, first of all, thank you for having me on. This is a great moment for us to explain what we're doing and why it's important. And so you're absolutely right. So the country is just starting to field a very expensive but very capable weapon system. Castelion is focused on a very different approach. So we're focused on delivering a very affordable, high-scale Blackbeard hypersonic weapon. And when we talk about scale, we're talking thousands of units per year in production, and that's just the start, at prices that are sub $500,000 per missile. So incredibly inexpensive in comparison to the alternatives.
Sub $500,000 missiles.
Yes.
The ones right now cost a lot more.
Oh, by 10 to 50x, absolutely. And so when you look at why that is important, when you look at what is currently happening, the ability to deter future conflicts is going to come from having enough depth of what they call the magazine to be able to deter those future conflicts. And production is the key to that. Castelion is focused on production.
Now, you've broken ground on a plant. It's a 1,000-acre production facility in New Mexico where you would be churning these things out. Can I just ask, how do you get from 50 million a hypersonic missile down to 500,000?
Well, this is really interesting because this is one of the things that I learned from my time at SpaceX. It turns out that if you focus from the very early stages of the design of a system, in our case, a hypersonic weapon, and you focus on cost as a design criteria, you focus on the supply chain, you focus on who's manufacturing it, and you care from the very beginning. So if one of our engineers, for example, comes with a working design, but that design is incredibly expensive or hard to produce, they have to restart their work. That's not acceptable. And so when you keep those things in mind from the very beginning, you can produce costs that are much, much lower than what is traditionally accepted.
Let's explain to people the difference between ballistic missiles and hypersonic missiles. Ballistic missiles launch and they go in an arc at a straight target, which between the time it's launched and the time it gets to this so-called target, the target could have moved. Hypersonic, and correct me if I'm wrong.
No, that's 100% correct.
Okay, hypersonic goes much faster and it actually can maneuver?
That's exactly right. And so the reason that these weapons like Blackbeard are so necessary for deterring future conflicts, as you mentioned, a ballistic trajectory follows an arc like you throw a softball. It's very predictable, so therefore it can be shot down. A hypersonic is flying very high in the atmosphere. It's maneuverable. It goes extremely far, and everybody talks about the speed as being what's important, but the real key is that it gets there quickly and it goes extremely far. It's hard to intercept. That's why this is going to be the future of capabilities for weapon systems that the country needs to deter future conflicts.
These are not GPS guided. They are, or they're not?
All weapons usually have the ability to get satellite-aided navigation, but they have many other means of getting to the target.
The reason I ask that is both Ukraine and Russia, and I think Iran, have figured out how to block and how to scramble GPS signals, and therefore that makes these less reliable.
You need to have other means to get to the target because, again, it's all about Your adversary needs to know that you can do something about what they are doing, and you need to be successful in your mission. And so your weapon system needs to have those capabilities. Blackbeard has those in there from the start.
I just want to go back to the cost. And as you said, you worked at SpaceX. It was a rocket ship startup way back in the early 2000s. So you figured out how to do, you know, champagne tastes on a beer budget. And I use the term beer budget because the Wall Street Journal had an article, and the headline compared about you being able to put together this very, very inexpensive missile, a hypersonic missile on a beer budget, which I found really interesting. But that leads to the question, where are you getting the components? Because a lot of components are made in China. And doesn't it neutralize the value of a hypersonic missile to be, let's just say, used as a deterrent against China, maybe invading Taiwan or something like that? By using Chinese components, they could cut off our supply chain.
So obviously we can't have Chinese components in our weapon system.
At all.
At all. And that, more importantly, you need to have a robust supply chain knowing what could happen. And so from our perspective, and one of the things that we've done quite well at the company is to evaluate our supply chain and leverage other aspects of commercial industry, say like automotive supply chain, which is much more robust than aerospace.
You are one of a whole bunch of really fascinating military and defense startups. Anduril comes to mind. We've had a whole bunch of them on our show. Epirus Shield, AI, Saranac, Mach Industries. I look at this and I think, awesome. But man, you are going up against a massive military complex. Lockheed Martin, RTX, Northrop Grumman. And they claim, yeah, those guys are smart, but they can't scale up quickly enough. What do you say to that?
Well, we absolutely can. We've proven it in the past at other companies. We have a phenomenal workforce. But I think most importantly, this administration is not only, when you talked about the opening with the supplemental, they're trying to replenish what has been currently expended, but they recognize that the only way out of where we're at today is to invest in these new type of companies. Modernize. And companies that can deliver these capabilities at a much lower cost and a much greater scale. And so the administration is clearing the path with this acquisition reform to allow companies such as ours and others to be successful.
So you think you can bypass a painfully slow process that the bigger defense companies go through?
We don't get to bypass any of the process that they do. And for example, we are integrating Blackbeard with F-18, HIMARS. We have to do all of the same standards that anybody else has to do. However, one of the unique aspects of the program is that when you look back at what happened in the Apollo era, it was industry and government working hand in hand to achieve an outcome.
So how is the Pentagon helping you to achieve that?
Oh, we have experts, government experts on every type of missile subsystem you can think of. They're clearing the way so that we can go out and do rapid testing and ensure that Blackbeard meets the safety standards that it needs to meet.
Okay, so you've got some strapped already on F-18s, or you're going to strap them on?
I can't speak to the specific timeline, but very soon. We are intending to field next year.
Well, Bryon, we're going to have you back before then.
I'm excited.
Our viewers are fascinated with startup defense companies, which eventually go public. I would imagine that that's the goal.
That's 100% correct. It's not our immediate term goal. We want to get this capability fielded for the country. We're going to continue to do what we say we're going to do, but we will get there eventually.
Blackbeard. Okay, can the next iteration be Redbeard?
We'll take that under advisement.
Thanks, Bryon, very much.
Thank you for having me.
Good luck to you and the team at Castelion.
Appreciate that.